We go back to an earlier story where the opposition wants its members to be involved in the response in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. The party held a press briefing earlier today. Details in this report.
It's been nearly a week since Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, and the groans of discontent are now starting to grow in some circles over the state's response to the crisis. The opposition says it is not going to criticize the government at this stage. Instead, it wants partnership.
This is a time for us as an opposition to work with the government if they will let us. And if they won't let us, we will still work in the interest of the nation as a whole, Labourite and PNP, because we are all Jamaicans and we want Jamaica to recover from this. If we don't pull together, our corner dark.
Just weeks ago, the PNP was in election mode. That state of readiness in the party is proving useful now as the party's machinery has again clicked into high gear to respond to the growing needs of Jamaicans.
So we have the capacity to receive financial contributions locally and from overseas, and we have relationships that we've developed with established charities that would import and make the relief supplies available for distribution. And we're putting in a structure for this with an accountability element, because we want to account for every dollar received and every item received and distributed.
Some stakeholders have suggested that the state take over all distribution of relief into affected areas. This comes amid concern over the bottleneck being created in some areas as Jamaicans flock to the affected residents' assistance. The opposition says it favors orderly distribution of relief into affected areas, but that must not be high-handed and restrictive.
I gather that there's some thought among the government that they want to stop anything coming in other than through ODPEM and the state system. I would caution against that. I think that people have their preferences, donors have their preferences. Let us not deny any Jamaican in need the opportunity to receive a benefit which a donor would be inclined to provide for them through a particular channel, by saying everything has to go through the state channel.
The opposition PNP, in the meantime, says its intervention in some areas since the storm hit is not political gamesmanship.
So that point is really nonsense. But the first issue about whether this is political, we are sharing information with the public. We have information which is important. We have ideas which we feel are important. And we feel that there's nothing, as long as we're approaching this in a spirit of national unity and to help Jamaica come out of a desperate situation, we ought to and should share our ideas with the public. And that's what we're doing. We haven't today attempted to criticize the government. We have made suggestions. We've pointed out where there are weaknesses, but we're not seeking to criticize the government at all at this point in time, because this is not the time for that.
Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.